Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, before we get started, I thought I would give you a sneak peek of where we are at the moment. So you can see I've got all of my bits and pieces out. I've got a little stool here as extra surface area for my bits. Everything is in boxes because I normally just store it in the loft. And then just here I've got my sewing machine, which is on my partner's desk. And yeah, here's the project that we're working on, so let's go straight over and we'll jump right into it. So what we're working on at the moment, I've got, I kind of started it maybe 2 years ago or something, and I've just left it in storage. So this is a London A to Z. It's just basically street maps. They're quite bold in colour, so I have been toning down some of the pages. I don't know what year this is from. It's not a new one. It might be from the early 2000s or 90s perhaps. So I've left the cover at the moment because I'm not sure what to do with it. But I did take out quite a few of the pages. This was quite thick. So all I did was I went to the back here and I just opened the ring section and just took some of the bits and pieces out. In terms of the cover, I think I'm going to leave that to see sort of what direction the journal goes in. But so this is the first 2 pages. I always find the first few pages of anything a little bit more intimidating. So yeah, left the first 2 pages again, maybe see how the journal shapes up as to what I want to do with them. And then the next 2 pages, I wasn't happy with what I did, so I skipped to the next 2 pages. So here's my progress so far. So we've got a really nice double page spread, which is vintage. This one's a little bit soft, this one's a little bit grungy, so I'm not sure I'd quite put them together. Yeah, so with this, that folds out there, and we've got a note thing there, little tab, and then that folds out. This little sticker here is an embellishment from Your Creative Studio, some of the boxes that I've been using lately. It's just an envelope there with a lovely little tuck spot. And then that's there just to stop that. And then this one is, I've just done it just before this video. So what we've got, I accidentally sewed 2 pages together there, so we've got a tuck spot behind them, and it's just got some fabric on the top. So I'm telling you, I'm out of practice for these videos. So that's just tucked in there. This vellum here, again from the journal box, that again is a tuck spot, but I like to be able to see the map behind, so I didn't want to take too much away from that. We've got a journal there behind, a journal card there behind the envelope, and then we've just got 2 pieces. Again, all of those except the Tim Holtz words are just embellishments from Your Creative Studio. And then we've just got a photo. Again, there's working envelopes here and here. Oh, I did put something there. Maybe I need to put some fabric there on the side just to keep that out. But that's just her her business card. But yeah, that gets stuck in there too much. Maybe I'll put it there. And that one can just go there. Yep. So what I want to do is I want to work on this page here, and I'm going to put this embellishment on. I had this just in my stash. I think I made it a year or so ago. But what I don't like about this page is the blue. So what I thought I'd do is cover it up with some washi tape all the way around the edges first of all. I can't remember if I made that on a video, so if I did, I'll leave the description to that. I'll leave the link to the I'll leave the link to that in the description box. God, I'm so out of practice. So I'm going to put it, what's on the back? So I don't want to lap it over because it will show if I lap it over. It's quite good quality washi tape. It seems to be sticking. Sometimes when you have washi tape you have to apply a bit of glue underneath, but this seems to be working really well. If you can see that. Just pull it down so I can get it up. I don't quite like how blocky this has come out, but what I will do is I'll try and soften the edges. Still see a little bit of the blue there, but that's okay, I think. Any little scraps of washi like that, I just put them on the desk and then I can peel them up and reuse them. Now, I don't really, so with this one I think I put gesso and tea stain and I didn't like it, so I'm happy to totally cover the back. So I've had 2 kits so far from Your Creative Studio. One had vellum in it and the other one had cardstock, well, little pieces like this. I think that might make it a bit too dark. But what I might do is, this is her backing paper, her wrapping paper rather. So I think I'll use that. So I want it to rip about there. Now, if you like to have maybe something that's not quite straight, I don't like to cut it, I do like to have a little bit of a ripped edge, but if you like to have perhaps you know, a rip that's wavy, by all means you don't need to use a ruler. So what I think I'm going to do is just distress along this edge and maybe the other edges. Let's see how it goes. Now, I'm not going to glue that down now because I might want to do some sewing. So for example, if I put that on there, I might want to sew it down that edge, and if I've already glued it to here, I don't want the stitches to go through. So again, that's quite a good thing that you could do if you don't want your sewn edges to go all the way through, you know, put a whole background piece. So I'm just going to lay that to the side there just so I can keep in mind how that does actually look. And maybe we need an envelope because, you know, I do really like envelopes. So I've got those, that could work quite well. So what I've decided to do is use this envelope here, because you know me, I love anything that's what I call like interactive with tucks and flaps and things. And then I'm going to use another envelope underneath. It has got a sticky pad there, so I'll have to perhaps washi that so it doesn't stick. And put that there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I like the look of that. So I'm just going to distress the edges. You probably don't need to see this. So I've gone ahead and sewn down that line. I've put washi tape here because that was a self-sealing envelope, so it would keep sealing itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down here because I don't want that exposed. Do I? No. Yeah. So just glue that closed. I'll leave that one open because I quite like the detail of that with the washi tape. So that will fold like that, and that one will fold like that, and then I'll put them there. I think that looks really, really stark there, so I'm going to try and do my best to try and work a bit of colour into there. I don't know how well that will work. Oh, whoops. I want it to be 2. Now it looks a bit orange. Is that water soluble? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think maybe, I don't know. It does look a little bit orange, but I don't think there's anything that I can do about that. And that's going to go on there. I think that looks really, really nice. Okay, so again, we'll put that to the side. What I want to do is just put something here. And I'm trying to just use all my bits and pieces from from your creative studio, because she sent me some absolutely lovely things. And like I said, a lot of my stuff at the moment is just stored in my loft because I'm running my business in this room. As you saw, I've just got some of the stuff out in boxes. So I'm just trying to use what she's very kindly sent to me. But if you guys want, you know, any of this stuff, then you can head over to her website. I'll leave the link to that in the description box. I'm going to stick that down. Now, when I stick stuff down in my junk journals, I do a very light bead because at the end of the day, it is still paper. You don't want it to wrinkle, but I don't go right to the edge. I've gone maybe a centimetre in with the glue. You think you can just see it glistening in there, because I might want to tuck something underneath. I don't know yet whether I do or whether I don't. So if it's left open, then I do have the option later on to tuck something in, and I think something would look really nice tucked in there. Now I have kind of got the theme for this journal as like a kind of travel journal, as someone documenting the travels that they've been on. So because with it being a London A to Z, I thought maybe it could be used, somebody took a trip to London. So what have we got? We've got some embellishments here. Let's have a quick look. I think these are just like snippets of... Okay, that one could be quite good. It's a bit too stark though. I don't know where home is, but I'm on my way. Yeah, maybe that. Oh, I like that one. A postage one there. They are thin, but they're really nice quality. But that would look nice there, tucked in, I think. I'm going to distress the edges of that. I don't know why I'm bothering to try and put everything away. I don't know about you, but I think a paper clip would look really nice on that. So I'm not sure what paper clips I've got. Okay, so I've got a staple, but what I think would be good here is just to include some ephemera. Now I've collected over the years, I have stored it in this envelope, but lots of nice little bits of ephemera. What about some... I've got some rations here, some original rations. If I very gently rip those, maybe I'll have one, no, two. I'll have some, that is for fuel, I think it is. And what about a little travel stub? So we've got that. We've got that. So I think it would be good to have a stub that's of like a bluey tone to match that. No, a bit bluer. Those are really thick though, so I don't want it to add too much bulk under the envelope. Okay. And maybe I need something a little bit longer as well. What I also bought, I bought them on eBay years ago, is these tickets. So what I like to do is just rip off you know, a strip. So here I can rip off a strip that would hang lower, so that would be 3. I don't know if they would just rip like that from the bus normally. These are Cardiff ones. So this is just how I just, you know, layer things up. So this will be like a little secret tuck place in the journal, perhaps where somebody is saying they don't know where home is, but they're going to come back with these, you know, the rations, the travel cards. So that's just somewhere secret, and it tucks under there like that. Maybe I'll glue it down in the corner so it stays. No, I think it will stay with the weight of everything else. And that's a wage slip packet, so perhaps there's, you know, some secret money in here. You know, I just like to imagine. And then I'm going to put that there. I will sew that, I think. but I want to add a little bit more embellishment to this page here. I have got a little bit of vellum, but I do actually like that. Just get rid of that white edge. Maybe that right at the top. I don't stick anything down straight away, I just place it there and then I work with it. So I was going to say maybe a Tim Holtz word, but I've already got that. So yeah. So what I think I'm going to do there is just keep it quite simple and just put a piece of this distressed fabric, and I'm just going to do maybe a zigzag stitch there. So I've done that in the sewing machine, and what I tend to do is I try not to make it look perfect when I'm sewing, so I've just held it back. I literally didn't let the material pass through the sewing machine just to give it a little bit of resistance, and you know, it messes up, if you like. So I'm going to glue that down. I might put a little bit of cheesecloth underneath, because I like to use this because it adds really nice texture. And I just get it out of the bag that I've got it in. Just go like that. I screw it up. I always protect my work surface, and then I just distress it like that, and you'll find that it will start to shred as well. And just unfold it, shape it to how you want it. Stick it on the back. Might need a bit more glue now. Did have it that way, didn't I? Vellum doesn't take very well to glue in, so that's why it's always best to sew if you can. I should have sewed that directly onto the envelope, but then I guess the envelope wouldn't have worked because at the moment it is still a functioning envelope. So depending on how much you like to stuff your journals, the more envelopes you put in, the more you can really stuff them. I guess I should have thought about that when I was thinking I would sew this on. I should have done that first, because I don't think I'll manage to do that now. So what I'll do is I'll just glue that on. Stick. So I want this to be a little bit of a pocket, because I've got an embellishment here of a playing card, and I have done this in a video, so I'll link this in the description. And I just want to tuck that in there like that, just to break that up. So because the pocket would be deeper than the card, I'm going to glue to about here so that that holds the card up. Okay, so about here I want to glue it. Just again light glue and a bit up the side. No, I don't want glue there because it overhangs, doesn't it? There we go. So this is why I took lots of pages out of the A to Z in the first place, because I knew that I was really going to be stuffing it. There we go. So now here I need to glue that down, but we've got an opening here, an opening there. Again, you can stuff more in it if you want to. You could also punch it out there, so you could punch a little half circle there so that you could have that opening as a pocket. Again, had I have thought that through, I could have done it. And the same for this side, if you wanted to seal that up, you could do so. But I really like that. I don't know if that's going to hold in there, so maybe I need to leave the paper clip over there, over that there. Then it's not quite so secret, is it, because it pops out the top, and I think it makes the page look a bit too busy. What I'm going to do is put the tiniest of drops of glue there, and that will hold that flap down. I say the tiniest, but I've put a line, and I'm not going to put those anywhere near it for now, but it will hold that eventually. You know, once it's dry, you'll be able to push those down. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on now. And again, this way we've avoided those stitches going through to an already completed page. If the page overleaf wasn't already done, then by all means you could stitch straight through this page, but then it also means you've got to completely cover up the stitches on the back. So it depends on what you've got in mind, how much you like to cover the pages. But I'm mainly covering this one because I messed it up. Well, I didn't mess it up, you know, it just wasn't to what I wanted. Oh, okay. That just isn't working there, so I don't know what to do. Maybe should I don't know. I think it will hold. Let's try again. Let's open it naturally. Okay, that worked then. So that's all that. So there we go. We've pretty much done a page there, bar that embellishment, which is just layered up as I have layered the other pieces. So I have really just enjoyed doing this. You know, we've got all the mess around us, and I just wanted to work through the page with you. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned because I will be filming as we work through this. Bye.